Of course, this bolt and its retaining washer must be removed first. Hey, I can't believe what's inside here. Hello everybody and welcome to part 71 of this car rebuild series on my 2003 Jaguar S-Type 4.2 V8 Sport. The upper portion of the engine bay is super clean already, but not so the lower part, which has to be attempted now. The first step will be removing the two subframe bolt retaining nuts still in place here at the front. That's the new part. As you can see, those nuts have two extensions which prevent them from spinning, but also trap the nuts inside the frame rail. Luckily, one of those extensions already broke off here on the left hand side. By the way, just found a cigarette. And for the remaining one, I prepared my special tool, but then visited my dad and found this in my parents' house's basement. Let's give that a try. Voila! And as you can see, the design of this retaining nut has changed quite a bit over time. And here it's gone. In between I finished the cleanup of the front area, and actually there's nothing to worry about. A few rusty spots around the spot wells and at the edges of the holes here inside the frame rail, but nothing severe. Those scratch marks were obviously caused when I was trying to pull the exhaust manifold out of the engine bay. Surprisingly, there's no rust at all also on the underside of the frame rail. On the other hand, there's lots of dirt inside, which may cause corrosion over time. I still have to figure out how I can get rid of this. So let's attempt this small nasty space here between the wheel well and the firewall. Therefore, I first have to get this wiring harness out of the way by undoing a plug. The plug itself is sitting on a bracket. This plastic frame has to come off as well. It's attached to these tiny plastic hooks that can be depressed from underneath, but additionally they were using adhesive stripes to hold this frame in place. This area doesn't look bad either, but it seems they applied the black color at the time the plastic frame was already sitting in place. Now up to the rear frame rail area, where I had to cut a bolt to get the subframe removed. Of course, this bolt and its retaining washer must be removed first. Hey, I can't believe what's inside here. To all the gamers out there, that's how an Easter egg looks like in real life. Unfortunately, the situation with the retaining nut is exactly the same as it was at the front. Those rear retaining nuts are trapped inside the frame rails as well, while accessibility is even worse here. But big thanks to Jaguar developers, I just figured out that I can access at least the rear nut extension from inside the engine bay. Maybe I can break off this part using a big screwdriver. The front one was cracking immediately. At least it's now bended over. But of course there's one problem remaining, and this is the front retainer. Seems I can access also the second extension through this hole. This acts as a spring. It can be bended a lot, but then bends back by itself. Let's give the pry bar a try. Yeah, the front one already let go. And the rear also. Oh, voila. A design change took place on the rear nut as well. A lot less material on the new one, which may have saved Jaguar 1 cent. Now up to right hand side. No severe damage also on this side, besides some surface rust and this paint crack caused by myself when I was trying to loosen the subframe bolt retaining nut on passenger side. Yeah, and that's it again for today. If you enjoyed the video, you may want to give it a thumbs up or even subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Next time I'm gonna give you an update on the transmission rebuild. See you back then. Goodbye.